The little city inside the clock. Story. Rahul grew up in his grandfather's old house, a place filled with creaking floors, wooden furniture, and memories of times long gone. Among all the things in the house, one object stood out the most: a tall, ancient grandfather clock. It had been standing in the same corner for decades, its pendulum swaying back and forth like the beating of a slow, patient heart. The clock's sound filled the nights when Rahul couldn't sleep. Tick, tock, tick, tock. His grandfather often told him, "This clock has more stories inside it than you can imagine. One day, you might hear them." Rahul never understood what that meant until one stormy evening. The rain was lashing against the windows, and thunder rolled in the distance. The house was dark except for a small lantern Rahul kept beside him. He sat near the grandfather clock, listening to the storm. That's when he noticed something unusual. The glass door of the clock was slightly open, as if inviting him. Curious, Rahul stood up and carefully pushed the door wider. What he saw inside took his breath away. Instead of gears and metal, there was a glow, soft, golden, and alive. And within that glow stretched a tiny city, hidden inside the clock all these years. The city shimmered like a jewel. Tiny streets wound between shining houses with roofs of crystal. Laughter echoed from markets where vendors sold glowing fruits and sparkling fabrics. A miniature train whistled as it moved in a circle, carrying children with wide smiles. At the heart of the city was a clock tower that looked exactly like the one Rahul was staring into. For a moment, he forgot to breathe. His eyes widened as he whispered, This can't be real." The tiny people in the city stopped. They looked up at the giant face peering in through the glass. Some dropped their baskets in fear. Others ran for cover. And then, a tiny voice called out, "A giant is here." Rahul panicked. No, please don't be afraid," he said quickly. "I won't hurt you." But the city erupted into chaos, tiny doors slamming shut, windows closing, people vanishing into the narrow streets. Only one person didn't run away. It was a little girl in a white dress, holding a lantern. She stepped into the middle of the street, her face calm but curious. She looked straight at Rahul and asked in a voice as clear as a bell, "Why are you here, giant?" Rahul bent closer, speaking softly. "I didn't mean to come. I just found your world. It's beautiful. I want to be your friend." The girl tilted her head, studying his eyes. For a moment, it felt as though she trusted him. She even smiled a little. But before she could reply, the pendulum of the clock began to swing faster. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. The city trembled. The lanterns flickered. The train derailed and disappeared into light. People screamed as the streets themselves began to vanish, swallowed by golden dust. "No, please, don't go," Rahul cried, reaching inside. But his hand touched nothing, only cold air and darkness. The glow was gone. The city had vanished. He slammed the glass door shut, heart pounding, unable to believe what he had just seen. The next morning, with hope still alive in his chest, Rahul opened the clock again. The gears were back. The pendulum swung as usual. The magical city was nowhere to be found. But at the bottom of the clock, resting quietly, was a small folded piece of paper. Rahul picked it up with trembling fingers. On it, written in shimmering golden letters, were the words, "Respect time, and time will return the gift of friendship." From that day forward, Rahul never saw the old clock as ordinary again. Every tick-tock was a heartbeat, every swing of the pendulum a reminder that hidden worlds might exist in the places we ignore. And sometimes, when the night was stormy and the house was silent, Rahul swore he could still hear laughter, tiny voices, echoing faintly from inside the clock. Thanks for watching. Subscribe Tiny and Tales YouTube channel for more videos.